Alright, so we are right back into another Dragon Ball Super Card Game video. This one, I'm not alone yet again. It's like, I'm telling you, just like the last video, I am not making videos, everybody else is making them. This time, it's with Michael. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because we have two decks back to back. Not right now, but in a separate video. This one is... Okay, I gotta focus. It's Lord Slug. This one's what? Lord Slug Sundae?
Lord Slug Sundae. So
okay.
It's a good one.
Okay.
It's not gonna have any slug cards.
No,
so
it does not.
Don't think it's just another one of those.
For sure.
I built the deck around this kid.
Okay.
He is one of my favorite cards. He's so great.
Okay.
So he's Dark Overrealm. So you need to have a pretty big black engine to get that going.
Mm-hmm.
But he costs 4. And when you Dark Overrealm him, you get to warp a card, and then you get to special summon any 4 or less from your warp.
Okay.
So when you summon him, everything goes to your warp, and you get to pick one and summon it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do I had 3 at the beginning, but then it didn't make sense. It was kind of hard to do 2 of these in one. So I have 2, so you see it. But the third option, I put in Fu because he's a busted ass card.
I mean, honestly, he's probably one of the best cards out of the anniversary
So
at
the
this
deck
point.
is built around this Demigra. So we got to get some things for him to summon.
Okay.
The main boy. That brand new Gohan.
Ooh.
He's so good.
Okay.
When you get to warp a card, and you get to draw 2, and then you know where he goes.
Of course.
Right into him.
Into the bigger boy.
Fix this up for you. Which we now know nukes the board on summon.
Mm-hmm.
So for 4 energy, you get to nuke the board.
Okay.
And then if you're trying to go for game, he also has his ability to where if your opponent's comboing with 3 or less,
Yes.
they die.
Yes. So they'll automatically go into drop.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Cool.
So some other alternative options that you can summon. I'll get Fu out of here.
Okay.
This guy, not a very common card.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Got me on this one. The deck didn't have a lot of things to do against barrier, but if your opponent's playing some heavy barriers, just get this guy in your drop. He's a 0/5, which is great, and then you'll warp something, and then you'll also pop something with barrier.
Right.
And he's a double striker,
Yes.
so he's pretty great.
20k double striker only with barrier.
Yeah, only with
Yes,
barrier, but
only.
then that's the magic of Demigra is because he can warp anything.
Correct.
Okay, so then I can also
Is my government
this,
okay, thanks?
This one we were discussing. This is a good one. If you summon him from the warp, you get to look at your opponent's entire hand and pick 1 card to play. I don't know if the auto can work in such a way where
Okay.
you summon something.
Okay.
Can this auto go into pending and then warp that card that's summoned?
You know,
Maybe not.
I don't think so, because you have to play that card and then it's played. But then, you know, I think you have to finish this auto first and then that one goes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's still great to play a card, super combos, things that don't benefit from being summoned like that.
Right.
Great little one of. The other one is him. He
Cool.
is a phenomenal card. So
Right.
warp something on board
Okay.
and discard 2,
Okay.
which is essentially a discard 3 because of the leader.
Yes.
And he can't be negated, and he's a double strike.
Yep.
So where he is, you also got to play these kids.
Nice.
But let's say your turn 3, you've already got this guy out, and this is in the drop. You're gonna want to do this first
Yeah.
to get him out. Then summon Demigra,
Yep.
and you could, if you wanted to, play another one. So your opponent discards 4 cards.
Yep.
A 5th one with the leader.
Yep.
And it's pretty hard for them to recover from that. And then they're both not able to be negated, so like, busted.
Yeah.
Super fun. So this is kind of like your options. You've got this Gohan, if you want the draw power of the nuke. You have to get rid of a barrier card. If it's not like the end of the world and you're not going to die for tapping out, he's a great one just to see what's coming.
Yeah.
If you're trying to go for game, he's usually the best one, especially if you can do 2 of them.
Yeah. Turn 3 and then turn 4.
Yeah, super good. So this is the black engine.
Okay.
This used to be Cronoa, but I added this to 2 because Cronoa is not needed anymore.
Probably a better pick.
Dende, it's never really good to tap out 3 just to kill 1 energy, but you never know. This is a great card, because why not? Kami's great. Haru Haru is another option to play from Demigra. If your opponent's leader is green or yellow, like why not make this a free card?
Yes.
Because then you can just normal summon these guys.
Yeah.
Well, not Frieza, but that's fine. And then of course,
Just pitch him.
the best. She's so good.
She's so good, and
So-
probably the most annoying card.
I'm a rather defensive player, so I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm usually really good at defending. And
Annoyingly.
this draw power is so good. I mean, you wouldn't think of Slug to have like a crazy big hand, but I usually have like 15, 16 cards in hand when I'm doing the Demigra.
Right.
So then, yes, I'm tapping out, but I also have like 16 cards in hand. So like,
Right.
come at me, bro. Like,
Shut up.
this is the best super combo for green leaders.
It is.
If you have cards that you want to warp, because they're gonna be summoned anyway from Demigra, so it's not like it's
Right, because it's
not
from
really
more
a
not.
neg. It's a
Yeah.
neg with a purpose, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Especially like Frieza, it's a 110. You don't really want to combo that all the time, so you could just warp it with Paragus, or use the leader skill to pitch it, get it in the grave.
Okay.
Shocking Death Ball, obviously. Since I'm a defensive player and I found this one and it's foil,
Okay.
I play a 5th negate. I usually like 5.
Is that a judge?
Yes.
Judge? Let me just go ahead and zoom, focus. All right.
But you can change this for whatever.
Yep.
And I play 3 preemptive strikes because of how busted they are.
Especially post ban. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Path to Greatness will die to this.
Correct.
Path to Greatness will die to this.
Yes.
So if you go first, obviously you can preemptive strike them. But if they just summon the preemptive or the Path to Greatness and just leave themselves tapped out, you bet your ass play him. Banish that guy.
Yeah.
or kill it, whatever.
Yeah. KO. There you go.
So the deck is pretty great.
Okay.
You just got to be careful to. You're gonna be tapping out with this,
Yeah.
which isn't the end of the world because your hand is so big. But if you get to the next turn, you can do most of this again, actually, or jump in to food because
Yes.
he's busted.
Okay. All right. Any concerns? Any matchups that you do not like?
Janemba, because I drew way too much.
Ironically, even though you have like cane destruction everywhere.
Right, but I went against Josh's. You guys know Josh.
Yeah.
I went against his many World Martial Art decks, the boob ones, the ones that draw insane amount.
Yep.
This drew more than those decks.
That's funny.
And Josh would always combo to like 110, and I'd be like, easy, done.
Yeah.
And he would lose because I would out combo him.
Right.
So the deck is great.
Okay.
And I've only lost to Janemba, actually.
Cool.
Just Janemba. Well, I'll work on that. I'll see, maybe not drawing as much.
I think maybe chain attack. Do you have any issues with chain attack? Maybe. Is that a? I think that's the only other concern really for this deck.
Chain
Right?
attack, I mean, I've got Preemptive Strike,
No, that's true.
so hopefully, and they don't have Keeley Zone anymore, so
Yeah.
Preemptive Strike.
Hey, there you
If they're
go.
going to be a chain attack deck, just make sure to keep 2 open.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deck.
Any other thoughts? This is it. This is
I
it,
mean,
boys.
any cards you don't want, or if you need to get that 7, just utilize his ability to discard something.
Right.
So your opponent discards.
Right.
I use that a lot, actually,
For sure.
to get the cards that I want.
Okay. All right then. Well, thank you. That is it. Shout out to We Play West. Thanks, Mark. He's right behind me. And definitely subscribe, like, dislike, all that other stuff. Comment below. I'm sure Michael will say something right back at you. And
I'll keep an eye on it.
right into the next one. Subscribe for it. Bye.